Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This Is Football. Welcome to another match reaction, ladies and gentlemen. We weren't going to let this game without a match reaction. We weren't going to let this game go without talking about it. We weren't going to let this game go without addressing it. So, everyone watching us right now or on the replay, because I know a whole lot of you guys like to watch us on the replay, please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Sorry, every single person watching us right now or on the replay, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting us know your opinions. Keep letting us know your thoughts. We're here to talk about Liverpool 2, Brighton 2. And there's a couple of things we want to address. So please hit that like button, subscribe. Big up to Captain Sal. Big up to Ryan. Big up to Nico. Big up to Chino. Man like Colin Dykes. Big up to Captain Sal. Estonian. Man like Ryan is in the building. Big up my brother Ryan. Big up to Toxic Tash. Big up to you guys. Big up to Connor the Red. Man like Carty. I don't look like Hossam Rabat anymore because I need to cut my hair still. I look like a half Italian, half Cuban right now with this beard and wild hair going on. Big up to Kay. Big up to Tamir. Big up to Sam. Man like Aaron. Big up to Michael. Big up to Zach. Who else is here? Big up to Dinesh. Big up to you, my brother. Big up to Total Eclipse. Jamie, Lee, Red Lion of Teranga. Of course, man, like BIG. All the homies are here. So hit that like button, subscribe. Big up to Chris, Maripa, Faraz. Yalla. Like the video, subscribe, get involved in the chat. And let's just start speaking on the game. Because yesterday's result, you know, obviously I couldn't do a match reaction yesterday because we had so much going on. Like there was so much content to put out. I literally didn't even have time to do a match reaction. So anyway, we're out here with a lot to address, with a lot to talk about, and we're just going to get into it. So as you guys can see on your screen, the result of the game is in front of you all. Liverpool 2, Brighton 2. So that was the result of the game that happened at the Amex Stadium. Not the worst result in the world. I'm not going to sit up here and shout and cry about us drawing 2-2 to Brighton. But here's the thing. It is a disappointing result. It's not a result that causes a meltdown, but at the same time, it's a result that I don't like because I expect us to win every single game. We are a Liverpool Football Club after all. And other than the robbery against Spurs, I think we probably, you know, were expected to win every game. You could say Chelsea away is a little bit of an anomaly because you start your season away at Stamford Bridge. Not really a start that anyone wants to start with. But, you know, we started that game, and that's a game we usually draw anyway. It's funny, I was telling Lewis before the game started, I'm like, listen, if this game ends in a draw, I'm never, ever going to, like, hype a Chelsea-Liverpool game again. And guess what? It ended in a draw. Wow, who would have known? So, you know, that's kind of the thing. But overall, the performances this season, I think we deserve to win 99% of the game. But I cannot say this about the game that happened yesterday. I genuinely cannot look to this camera right now and say we deserve to win. I'll be so honest, and I'll tell you why. The possession numbers were similar. Like we had 55% possession, they had 45%. But the shots on target and stuff, Brighton and Liverpool had similar amounts of opportunities. And we go back to the kind of same topics that we've been addressing. I think games like this more than ever shows why we need a DM. And you know what I find funny? The same people who wanted apologies for Endo's performance against Leicester are not speaking to me anymore. Ben blocked me on Twitter because I called him out on his bullshit. If Endo is so good, why didn't he start? Someone answer me this question. Thank you, Toxic Tash. Someone answer this question right now. There's probably a couple of you who like the Endo signing. Right now, tell me why. I dare any of you right now, tell me why. So Curtis Jones gets a red card. Endo is the supposed, bench choice. Why didn't he start the game then? Oh, so Endo's not trusted. You know why he's not trusted? Because he's not good enough. You know who told you he's not good enough? Me. When he signed. When all of you wanted to do copium and oh my God, and Endo this, Endo that. Oh my God, we done this, we done that. That same week, we were expected to sign who? Moises Caicedo. First of all, his agent came out and said we should have signed for Liverpool, which is something that I said all summer long. Yeah, you should have signed for Liverpool. You damn right you should have signed for Liverpool. You damn right. You should have signed for Liverpool. But you ended up making that stupid decision of signing for Chelsea. And now you're going to have to hold that. And second of all, 1 second, you guys. And second of all, it goes back to the point. I always say this for everyone in the chat. I don't even want you guys to agree with me 24/7. Like, you are subscribers to This Is Football, but I welcome disagreements. I welcome opinions. I welcome people coming here and speaking to me and giving me their opinions, etc. But this is why you cannot be a robot. This is a prime example of why you roboticizing yourself and just agreeing with every single decision the club makes is a problem. Because you can't sit up here and agree with every single bloody decision the club makes. Because by definition, that's wrong. Because the club's not club is not flawless, in which they cannot make a mistake. With the Endo signing, if after Curtis Jones gets a red and Gravenberch ain't ready and Bajcetic is coming back from injury, you're still not starting, then it shows me what I've said all along was right, Endo's not good enough. And that's exactly why we needed a DM. We go back to the same bloody topic. We needed a DM, we needed a DM, we needed a DM. I've said it all summer long. And people have the audacity to come at me after Ugarte's performance against Newcastle. They wanted to come at me and go like, oh my God, didn't you like Ugarte? Bro, Ugarte would have been perfect for us. Ugarte, Szoboszlai, McAllister. And people are now attacking McAllister because of club choices. People are attacking McAllister because of club choices. McAllister is not a DM. We're playing McAllister in the DM and then blaming him for playing DM. Yeah, but he's not a DM to begin with. So how can I sit up here and go like, oh my God, McAllister this, McAllister that? Yeah, but he's not a DM. Szoboszlai is playing in his natural position. That's why he's shining. Players who are playing in their original positions, in their correct positions, are shining. So you can't sit up here and come like, oh my God, this guy this guy that. At the end of the day, McAllister is not playing in his position. McAllister is not playing in his position. McAllister is not a defensive midfielder. McAllister is a player. Maybe he could play in double pivot. Maybe he could play with someone, alongside him or something. Fair enough. Like, you could bring in a DM alongside a McAllister, and then fair enough. But of course, as my guy over here is mocking what was told this summer. This is what we were told this summer. Do you know more than Klopp? Do you know more than FSG? Blah blah blah. Have you ever been to Anfield? It's the same responses, and the same response Ben gave me before he blocked me. He's like, "Oh, I'm at the MX, mate. I'm at the MX while you're probably shouting on your phone. Congratulations on being born somewhere. I'm very happy that you were born in a specific place on Earth. I know that's such a massive accomplishment for you." Big up to BIG, says Endo left and his top two is there, and his club is top two. He's there, Endo. Big up to you, BIG. Thank you so much for the super chat. And at the end of the day, bro, it's actually sad because I don't even think he's 7th choice right now. Szoboszlai, McAllister, Jones, Gravenberch, Elliott, and Bajcetic are all ahead of them. All ahead of him. This is the guy that you all wanted to back. And this is why having standards for your football club is important. It's very important. Because if when we need a DM, you don't even come on to begin with, you don't even start, tells you all you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. Thank you so much, BIG, for the first super chat. Everyone get the likes up. Yalla, 150 people in the house. Like, subscribe. Yalla, habibis. So, thing is, with the direction that we're headed then, I think we need to start fixing up from the beginning. We need to stop waiting until we're 1-0 down or waiting until, we're blah, blah, blah. And come up here and go like, oh my God, we came back. We did it. Okay, but we need to start games fast. We need to start games quick. I actually predicted a 4-1 headed into the game. I thought, it's going to be Liverpool against the world after Spurs. We're going to go out there and destroy them. But I'll be honest with you. Brighton had opportunities. Brighton had chances. And this easily could have ended 3-2. This is easily could have ended 2-1 to Brighton, etc. And for me, This game magnifies the fact why a DM, a starting quality DM, and a centre back was needed. Now, the centre back thing, I'll be honest with you, Matip Gomez done well so far this season, so I'm not going to go overly critical, but I still believe we need the centre back and the DM. And now, after we've addressed the people on the bench, let's address the main two culprits why Liverpool Football Club did not win the game. Before we get there, big up to BIG for the super chat, my brother. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe right now. Hit that like button, subscribe. So, that left-hand side. Oh, Andy. I bet Cave is hiding right now. Andy Robertson, Luis Diaz. Lord have mercy on my soul. Those two dropped stinkers worse than you guys drop in your bathrooms. Dropped absolute stinkers, smelly fests. And I still remember till this very day. I still remember. This is why I never forget the stuff I say, and I always want people to focus on what I'm saying. When people last season were going hard at Trent, when they were going at Trent, and everyone's like, Trent's having a bad season. Trent is crap. Trent is this. I'm like, yeah, Trent is having a bad season. I agree with you. But Trent can win you a game with a world-class moment. You know who can't do that? Robertson. That's who can't do that. Mr. Andy Robertson decides to jump and turn at a cross. There was a cross played from a free kick, and Robertson's reaction is this: to a cross, not to a shot, not to an etc., to a cross. Everyone here get it? Let me explain it to you again. They didn't shoot the ball at Andy Robertson. They crossed it, and he turned his back on a cross. And Lewis Dunk just walked in and scored it. And you can see immediately the Liverpool players' reactions like, what the hell are you doing? And this is exactly why last season I applied much more pressure on Robertson. I spoke a lot more on Robertson. The reason why I spoke so much on Robertson is because he can't win you a game, but he definitely can lose you a game. We can't say the same for Trent, because Trent can win you a game in a world-class moment. Robertson can't. And you know, I'm not even going to talk about just that goal right there, because first of all, that was the most pathetic moment of the whole game. You're turning your back, stood like a statue to a cross. And you know my biggest problem with Robertson? Football IQ. My biggest issue. Man like Andy Robertson's football IQ is so in the mud. Lee, if you're here for 5 minutes and your head hurts, how about you fuck off? Here, I banned you. You don't have to watch anymore. So anyway, man's coming on my channel telling me my head hurts. Who you think you're gonna listen to? Your mom? I'm here. This is football. This is my channel. I'm gonna be the one speaking. If you don't like it, piss off. Go watch someone else. Anyway, so as I was saying, left back, Andy Robertson. My biggest problem is his footballing IQ and his positioning. The Adingra chance in the second half. No, don't tell me to chill, because how are you telling me my head hurts from listening to you when this is my YouTube channel? Like, hello guys, welcome to This Is Football. Like and subscribe. It's me talking. You know why? Because it's my channel. Because it's my channel. Man said my head hurts. Okay, piss off then. Go watch someone else. It's so weird. Like, how are you telling me my head hurts and you watching me? Anyway, let me carry on. So as I was saying, my biggest problem is his positioning, his IQ. I don't think it's there. I genuinely do not think it's there. And I'll tell you exactly why. I'll tell you exactly what I mean. That Adingra chance in the second half that Alisson saved, this right here is Andy Robertson, right? So Brighton are on the attack. This is Brighton in midfield. Brighton are on the attack. There's a winger right behind Andy Robertson. So this is Robertson. There's a winger behind him. Robertson, for God knows what reason, decides to do this. Press into the midfield. When there is so much space for Adingra behind him, he has so much space, he could probably, eat a shawarma and run and end up, having a chance on goal. That's how much space he has. Andy Robertson sometimes is so unaware of his surroundings, it genuinely annoys me. It actually annoys me. How are you so unaware of what's going on around you? And for me, I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry, right? But there is no excuse for jumping and then turning your back on a cross. I'm so sorry. That's actually pathetic and disgraceful. Because one thing Robertson at least has is supposed to be passion and desire. Passion, desire. No. That's what Robertson is. Passion and desire. Mr. Passion and Desire could not clear a header. Every time I watch that goal, I get more pissed off because it's just such a simple clearance. What the hell was he thinking? Man just jumped and turned around. Pathetic. And that's exactly why I never turned on Trent, but I turned on Robertson early. Because the quality ain't there like Trent. It's not there. Scared to score an own goal. Clear it then. Clear it. Head it away. Volley it. Do something. But don't sit up here and turn your back and be scared of the ball or scared of a cross. Come on, man. Come on. Second worst performer on the pitch for me. Luis Diaz. That entire left-hand side was dead. That entire left-hand side was dead. Some people saying, oh, I don't think Luis Diaz were as bad as you guys make out, blah, 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 blah. Luis Diaz was so crap yesterday. So crap. And those two have less chemistry than a physics book. No chemistry whatsoever. No chemistry whatsoever. That left-hand side was essentially dead. All our attacks came down the middle or down the right-hand side. That's the thing. That left-hand side was so dead. So dead. Diaz getting the ball, all this futsal stuff, dribble, do nothing. Dribble, do nothing. Here we go again. Come on, man. My biggest issue with forwards, my biggest problem, my biggest, as they say, ick with forwards is forwards who cannot make a decision to save their life. I genuinely don't get it. Diaz would get into a dangerous position 15,000 times and do the correct thing one time out of 15 times. Just make the right decision, man. Make the right decision. When he scored the goal against Chelsea, we're like, okay, you know what? Maybe he turned the corner. Maybe he's waking up. I'm not expecting him to be Sadio Mane. I'm not expecting him to be Mo Salah. I'm not expecting him to be a player that scores 30 goals a season because that's not him. But there needs to be some sort of moment where we sit up here and go let's make the correct decision. How about that? Just make the right decision. Get into the right position. Make the right cross. Make the right shot. Everyone here knows, I have no problem with players taking a risk and making a wrong decision and it doesn't pay off. I've got no problem with it. But as long as you are decisive and quick, make a quick decision and take it from there. But don't come up here and just be so slow and indecisive. Why so indecisive for? You already have the ability. You can dribble past people. Okay, go carry on with the rest. Third guy, and it's a tie, to be honest, between Virgil and Elliot. For me, Elliot didn't have a good game at all. Elliot had a couple of good moments in the game, but other than that, Elliot was just non-existent. And for me, a midfielder is having a bad game when you don't even notice him playing in the game. We all noticed Szoboszlai. We all noticed McAllister. We noticed these players. But no one noticed Elliot. Elliot was bad. Elliot was real bad. Real bad Elliot for me. And once again, speaking of positioning and IQ, he didn't help out the midfield shape at all. And this is exactly why Jurgen Klopp had to switch to a 4-4-2 with Elliot basically playing right mid. And I completely agree with my brother Red Line of Teranga. Big up to him in the chat. Elliot in midfield needs to stop ASAP. This needs to stop. This is something I've been talking about. Look, you want to play Elliot in the 10. You want to play Elliot on the right. No problem. But do not play Elliot as an 8 because I just do not think it works. It just doesn't work. Harvey Elliott as an 8 just simply does not work. Harvey Elliott on the right, fair enough. Harvey Elliott in the 10, fair enough. But don't play him as an 8. Maybe it works. Maybe it would work against Union Saint-Gilloise and Toulouse or whoever, but it definitely ain't working against Brighton. Definitely wouldn't have worked against Brighton. So that's the issue for me. RVL dropped a stinker. Virgil van Dijk for me, this is like the 4th or 5th game this season where I'm saying a Virgil van Dijk partner was better than Virgil van Dijk. Now, I'm not saying Virgil van Dijk is bad and we should sell him and we should blah, blah, blah. I'm not going over the top like certain people are. I still think Virgil van Dijk is a class defender. But we're just simply talking about yesterday. I don't think Virgil van Dijk had a good performance. And that is why overall, like, you had basically a dead left-hand side. You had an 8 on the right that's not really an 8 and was all over the place. And this is the result at the end of the day. Liverpool 2, Brighton 2. Simple as. Alisson Becker, I see people atting me and asking me, oh, why don't you keep the same energy for Alisson? I can't keep the same energy for Alisson. You know why? Because Alisson has saved us 500 million times. How many times has Alisson Becker saved Liverpool Football Club? How many times have you all in the comments sat there, watched Liverpool Football Club, and you said, how the hell has Alisson saved that? You've made that statement at least 500 times watching this football club. How the hell has Alisson saved that? How many times have we said that? And by the way, just in the game in itself, they save for Adingra's shot in its own. Like 99% of the time he saves us. And we all know Alisson has a moment. Like once every 2-3 months, Alisson will have a moment. So I'm not going to sit up here and be harsh on Alisson. There's no need to. Anyway, big up to DW says, Wagwan Habibi 3 Palestine, man, you love walk alone. Big up to our brothers and sisters. And it's always us supporting Palestine. Big up to you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Let me check our like count because I haven't even looked at the chat. How many likes we on, you guys? Don't make me look down and we're not even on 100 likes yet. Yalla, habibis. 75 likes. Okay, get the likes up. Yalla, this is your moment right now. Hit that like button. Everyone right now. 75 likes. Hit that like button. Subscribe to This Is Football. Big up to DW. Big up to BIG for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Please run the like, subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Like, subscribe right now. And let's carry on. Let's get to a couple of positives as well because there were a few positives to talk about. But Alisson should have saved that first goal 100%. But he saved us. Even in the same game, he saved us later on. But for me, as I said, if someone's done well for me 99% of the time, I'm not going to sit up here and overly criticize him on that 1% where he doesn't do well. That's just how I behave. I'm not going to sit up here and, oh, Alisson is this. No need, because he plays really well 99% of the time. So let me just get to the like the positives plus what I have to say going forward about Liverpool Football Club. I think this game could be a genuine indication as to why Liverpool cannot win the league. And you see, yesterday Arsenal beat Man City. Arsenal now are going to be top of the league soon. And thing is, you guys all laughed at me when I said Arsenal have a better squad than us. You saw the substitutions with your own eyes. Centre backs, Saliba, Gabriel, Kiwior, Ben White, Tomiyasu, blah blah blah. It's just not the same for us. It's not the same for us. Not the same for us at all. At all, not the same for us. And the depth that we have is what worries me. The depth what we have is what worries me because we need better depth. And for me, January 1st, I'm signing a DM and I'm signing a centre back. Simple as. Those two positions I'm signing. And this is not just Brighton game. This is just in general. Big up to Abu Bakr, my brother, W2 Abu Bakr. He says, Gomez was poor today. Was poor too. Gave away a couple of fouls, including the set pieces they scored. I'm going to talk about it now in a second. I'm going to talk about Trent because we're going to get to the people that we actually have to give credit to. So, yeah, that's basically it. Hello, big up Vel in the chat. My legend. Man like Vel. So here's the thing, you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this starts to the positive. So stay tuned, Abu Bakr, because I'm gonna address your super chat now. Trent locked up Mitoma. Make no mistake about it. Trent Alexander-Arnold had Mitoma in his back pocket. Mitoma couldn't get change out of Trent Alexander-Arnold yesterday. Trent had a great game. And everyone in the chat, you know, who supports Liverpool or has friends who are rivals, etc., we are all quick to criticize Trent. Oh, Trent got stripped. Oh, Trent this, Trent that. Oh, the winger got past him 5 times. Oh, he had this many dribbled past, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, he pocketed Mitoma. Pocketed Mitoma. He locked him up. Mitoma couldn't get change out of him. And going forward, he was a creative spark for us. Now, I think his passing wasn't the best for me, Trent. Like, his passing I'm just talking about the game, not overall, of course. The passing yesterday wasn't on for Trent, but he locked up Mitoma. Mitoma was in his back pocket. Mitoma couldn't get change out of him. But everyone's so quick to overly criticize Trent with any defensive mistake. So let's praise him now for what he's done defensively. Let's praise him. Because he deserves the praise. He deserves the praise. Mitoma was in his back pocket. And speaking to Abu Bakr's super chat and what people are talking about in chat, Gomez is supposed to be the defensive guy. It's supposed to be Gomez the defensive guy and Trent the offensive guy. Trent locked up Mitoma and up steps up Gomez, and Gomez gets done like the first 3-4 times against Mitoma. Genuinely don't get it. I actually genuinely don't understand it. Isn't Joe Gomez's strength supposed to be his defensive side? Because we know it ain't his offensive side, because I don't think he's ever had a goal for Liverpool to begin with. I don't even know if he's had an assist for Liverpool. He's probably had maybe 1 assist or something like his entire Liverpool career, but I don't even think he's had like an assist or anything. But I know for a fact he doesn't have a goal. So it's definitely not going forward, but he got cooked by Mitoma as soon as he came on. As soon as he came on, he got cooked by Mitoma. And that's something that Trent did not do in the game. Trent was so much better defensively. He locked him up. Yeah, okay, he's probably had an assist still. But yeah, you understand what I'm saying. He got spun. So Trent, for me, deserves so much credit. And staying on that right-hand side, man like Dominik Szoboszlai. First of all, I don't like the fact that he's ran the most. People are taking that like some sort of trophy. I don't want us to wear him out. I don't want us to wear out Dominik. I just don't. Because he's by far our best midfielder right now so far this season. By far, our best midfielder this season has been Dominik Szoboszlai. There's no need for people to be edgy because people love to be edgy. No, our best midfielder is Curtis Jones. No, our best midfielder is McAllister, blah, blah, blah. Szoboszlai used to play on the wing sometimes for Leipzig. He came to Liverpool Football Club. Second half against Wolves, he played DM. That's how much of an impact he had. He was here, there, and everywhere, you know. Even the pass, the Gravenberch miss, I've seen you guys mention it a couple of times in the chat. People don't mention this, but the Gravenberch miss was a pass from Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's pass into the feet of Gravenberch right in front of goal, and this is what he's capable of. This is what he's capable of for me. He's capable of moments like this, and he's someone who could definitely win you a game, and he's very hardworking, very high work rate. He's here, there, and everywhere, you know, in a positive way, because sometimes being all over the place like a Robertson is a negative, but Szoboszlai, you know, and is everywhere in terms of like positionally. He's very smart, so he's always in the right position, and I think, you know, he's pressing in the right moments as well. Like he could be someone who definitely, you know, who could elevate, who could not someone who could I do agree. I think elevate Liverpool's pressing levels, you know, and he can press really well and he presses smartly. And again, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I'm staying on the right hand side because all 3 best performers were all on the right hand side for me, and I don't think anyone can deny this. Literally, our 3 best players in that game were all down the right-hand side. Trent, Szoboszlai, and of course, the Egyptian king, Mo Salah. And this is where I'm going to call out all the bullshitters in the chat, all the bullshitters during the summer, who was like, from a business perspective, we should sell Mo Salah because we're never going to get 200 million again. Blah, 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 blah. Grow up. Grow up. From a business perspective, this. From a business perspective, that. You can shove your business perspective. What did I tell you? Who is our best forward against Brighton? Mo Salah. Who was our best forward against Spurs? Mo Salah. Who was our best forward against Aston Villa? Mo Salah. Who was our best forward against every single club? Mo Salah. Best player. Best player. Once again, 2 goals, and not just 2 goals. He roasted the fullback that he was up against. And him and Nunez clearly have a very good link-up. I'm going to get to Nunez in a second. That right-hand side for me was our strongest players all game long. And Mo Salah is a massive part of that. Bro, if you remove Mo and you put up Jared Bowen up in there, you don't get the same stuff. You just don't. Because Jared Bowen can't play them passes. Jared Bowen, does he play the pass that Salah played to Diaz against Chelsea? No, that's already 1 point dropped. Is Jared Bowen as clinical? No, that's more points dropped. Can Jared Bowen create as like Mo Salah does? No, he can't. That's more points dropped. Bro, people need to wake up. All this business perspective crap makes no sense. Makes no sense. With all due respect. We're all supporters of Liverpool Football Club, not the Liverpool supermarket. Talking about business perspective. Who's the best player in the world right now, huh? Who? And even if you don't think it's Mo Salah, which is I'm okay with, you might think it's Bellingham, you might think it's whoever. Is Mo Salah not at least up there? Is Mo Salah at least not top 3 in the conversation of best players in the world? The best player on earth, one of them, definitely. I think he's been our best player this whole season as well. These are the things like people need to understand. People need to understand with Mo, bro, like he's been delivering for us. And as Aaron said in the chat, I saw what he wrote earlier on. He said his overall gameplay has elevated to an even bigger level. And I agree with you completely. Completely. 100%. Thank you, Michael. Oh, from a business perspective, no one cares, man. So he's an elite playmaker now, 100%. He's elevated himself. He's done what needs to be done. And for me, this is exactly why I would actually give the guy a contract. Because he's not showing any signs of slowing down. He's really not. And just for perspective, and this is why stats, sometimes you have to unpack them. James Maddison has 5 assists from 5 big chances created. Mo Salah has 4 assists from 9 big chances created. So clearly the players are missing the chances that Salah creates for them. And speaking of missing chances, Darwin Nunez. And this is where I always keep the same energy. I always tell people, it's not just a GA thing for me. It's not just who scores goals, blah, blah, blah. Darwin Nunez had a good game yesterday. Didn't complain about him once. Didn't complain about Darwin Nunez once. Because I thought Darwin Nunez linked up play well with Mo Salah. I thought he pressed really smartly. I thought he helped players around him get space. Sometimes people need to understand, I'm not here for agendas. I'm not here for just, oh, Darwin this, Darwin that, blah, 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 blah. That's not me. I try to be as honest as possible. As honest as possible. Darwin Nunez, for me, had a very good game. Even without scoring goals. Thank you, Michael and the guys in the chat. Because his all-round game was there. And that's something that I've always said. If you have an all-round game and you don't score a goal, I'm never going to complain. But have the all-round game, though. Don't come up here and not have the all-round game and expect me to give you praise. That's when you're smoking. Because I'll not give player praise for like not scoring and not having an all-round game. For me, he freed up space 100% for Mo. He freed up space for Diaz. Got involved, pressed in the right places, in the right areas. I think Nunez had definitely had a very good game. Definitely had a very good game. So, for me, those were the 4 best players in the whole team. I'm going to be honest with you, right there. Trent, Szoboszlai, Mo, and Nunez. Those were the 4 best players. And it's funny because all our attacks came down that right-hand side. And now another thing I want to say. I think if you are going to be playing Darwin Nunez, you need to play Mo alongside him. Because there is some... I can't explain it myself per se, but there is some sort of link-up. There is some sort of link-up between them both that I just can't explain. Like, they both link up with each other really well. They're good at link-up play. They're good at keeping the ball. They can pass to each other well. They create, space for each other and stuff. And even in the first half, you know what proves that point? In the first half, they actually played a 4-4-2, and Salah was up top alongside Nunez, and they kind of helped each other. And speaking of help, I thought Gravenberch came on and had a good game. And here's the thing, once again, you see how we keep the same energy. We don't just criticize, we speak the truth. Guys, make sure you're hitting the likes. Everyone right now, 220 people here. Big up Abu Bakr, big up BIG, big up DW for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking and subscribing right now. Yalla, we're almost at 100 likes. Get the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe right now. Big up Habibis for all the love. So as I was saying, Gravenberch, a midfielder's job is not to score goals. A midfielder's job is overall gameplay, blah, blah, blah. And Gravenberch had that. Gravenberch, once again, in a positive manner, was all over the place. Not all over the place like Robertson, all over the place like every time you look at the screen, Gravenberch was there. Gravenberch, oh, Aaron, please don't jinx him like that. Gravenberch, for me, done all the stuff I expect a midfielder to do well. Now, first sentence I posted on my tweet after the game was, Gravenberch should have scored. Because I'm not about to sit up here and be in denial and act like Gravenberch shouldn't have scored, or it's okay that he didn't score, or whatever. No. Make no mistake. Gravenberch should have scored 100%. No, A-listers is tomorrow at 10, inshallah. Gravenberch should have scored 100%. And that's, once again, that's why we give credit to Szoboszlai for the pass. Because even if Gravenberch didn't score, that was a great pass by Szoboszlai. Gravenberch should have scored that. But overall, though, overall gameplay, when he got the ball, what he did with the ball, etc., no one can tell me Gravenberch had a bad game at all. I thought Gravenberch kept the ball really well, kept it ticking really well, pass left, pass right, made quick decisions, kept the ball, is smart, is intelligent. He done well. I'm going to be so honest with you, he done well. And I think going forward now, we probably need a midfield three of Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai. This not this Saturday because it's bloody international break, but after the international break, inshallah, on Saturday, I expect 12:30 kickoff. I want to see Gravenberch, I want to see McAllister, and I want to see Dominik Szoboszlai. That's what I want to see. Those three together for me is it. Now, here's the worst part. I don't think Gravenberch would work in the six. I don't. I really do not think he would work in the six. That's why we needed a bloody DM. This is why we needed the bloody DM. This is why we needed a DM. I don't think he works in that position. I'll be so honest with you. Yesterday, after seeing him on the left-hand side of midfield, he's him. Big up to Faraz, who says Trent shouldn't invert when Andre comes in, lacking overlapping runs his side, leaving Szoboszlai no space to do more, take shots, create spaces, etc. That's also true. And look, here's the thing. Make no mistake, many people confuse this. Andre, that I would love us to sign, is not a DM. Andre is not a DM. The DMs that we have in our team right now are Endo and Bajcetic. And Endo, the less spoken about him, the better. So I don't think Andre is a DM to begin with. Andre is also a midfielder. Some people refer to Andre as the Thiago replacement because that shows you the type of midfielder he was. That's why I think we need a DM with pace and power, or at least pace, who can tackle people and who can get in the right positions for us. So that's my point. But big up to you, Faraz. Thanks so much for the super chat. And here's the thing. No, I don't even think Thuram replaces. Thuram is not a DM. Thuram would be just exactly like signing Szoboszlai on the left-hand side, but then how does that solve the DM problem? It doesn't, which is why we need one. So now, anyway, here's the thing. With McAllister, because we've spoken about everyone except him right now, and I said at the start of the video briefly, McAllister is not to blame because McAllister is playing in a position that is not his own, and he's expected to do Fabinho things when he's not Fabinho. And furthermore, I think McAllister needs to start DM, but this time alongside Gravenberch, alongside Szoboszlai, and let's see what happens. Or if you want, start Bajcetic. I have no problem with Bajcetic playing DM, as long as you don't bring me that other guy to play DM. Let's not even get into that. So, Bajcetic could play DM, definitely. I think, McAllister, listen, Against Everton, inshallah, we find out. Against Everton, inshallah, we find out. Or smart man, who said double pivot striker, smart man. Or you play McAllister, Gravenberch together and play ahead of them, Szoboszlai in the 10. That way you can unleash that creative side of Dominik Szoboszlai. Now, I saw, man like Rams earlier on going like, this is the same brother that wanted Tsimikas. Hey, one thing about Tsimikas is he has technical ability at least. That Robertson clearly don't have. All this passion and desire crap has to end, man. Big up to Abu Bakr says, Locatelli from Juve or Palhinha. Those are two different players. Completely two different players. I think Locatelli is very similar to Jorginho. So let's look at it from a Jorginho perspective. First of all, Abu Bakr, thank you for the super chat once again. I'm so humbled by you guys' support, man. You guys are actually elite. And I'm genuinely humbled by you guys' love and support because I don't even know what to say anymore. You guys are just elite, man. Love, Habibis. But those are two completely different players. Locatelli is a bit more similar to Jorginho than he is other players. With Locatelli. Palhinha, now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. We need a DM. And what did I say all summer long? I said we need a bastard who can tackle people and who can rough people up. And he's like a dog. He's like a pit bull in there. That's what we need. And I stick by that. As a matter of fact, I don't just stick by that. I think that the start to the season has made it even stronger for us how much we need a Palhinha type player. This is the thing. And we need to buy this winter. And I hope FSG don't have another brain fart moment where they go get Klopp, Ozan Kabak, and Ben Davies and expect all to be okay. So out of your super chat options, Abu Bakr, I'm taking Palhinha 100%. 100%. So for me, that's the guy. But if you tell me right now, you can grab a DM in world football, who would make you better. I could say Kimmich, but I don't know if he signed the contract, but I've said it all summer long. I really wanted Edson Alvarez, and he ended up going to West Ham. He doesn't have pace, but he has hella power. He's so powerful, man. Like, he would have genuinely made us so much better. Wallah, he would have made us so much better, man. Man like Edson made us so much better. So much better. Big up to you, Abu Bakr. Bro, are you good with all this war happening? Alhamdulillah, my brother. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Our thoughts and prayers go to all the people who died in the war, of course, our brothers and sisters. And look, this matter will always be a personal one because I have a childhood friend, God rest his soul, who died in the war 10 years ago, the previous war. In Ramadan. He was a guy I used to play football with and stuff. And he lived in Gaza. And he was a local over there. And he passed away. So this is a different matter for me. So big up to you, Muhammad. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for asking about me. Andre plays DM for Fluminense. He has pace and power. Here's the thing. First of all, thank you for the super chat, Faraz. Second of all, here's my thing, my brother. I think if we sign Andre, could he be molded into a DM? Yes, he could. He could be molded into a DM. It's not impossible. You could mold the guy into a DM. You could make him a DM. I'm not saying it's impossible. But Ram has made his first good comment in the chat without being a bozo. DM for Liverpool is a completely different position. That's why we need someone who is, I've always said this, someone baseline could tackle. Either has power or has pace. Either an Edson Alvarez who's not the fastest, but he's strong as hell and he could push everyone off the like, that's someone we need. Or maybe someone with a bit of more pace, maybe from the pace side, who could do tackles. We need someone who's defensive like that. I'm so sorry we do. So sorry we do. Big up to you guys all sending your condolences. Listen, he's in Jannah right now, inshallah, bi'idhin Allah. God rest his soul. So yeah, that's, oh my God. Oh my God. There is no way you actually believe this. There is no way. Ya Rabbi. Lord, have mercy on my soul. The least mobile guy in our whole team, he wants to put him DM. Yeah. You know what? I will forgive you because you said it's a joke, but some people actually believe that. So let me just move back to continue the show. No worries, Muhammad Ammar. Thank you so much for the super chat. And I actually do appreciate you asking about me and all the people who reached out and stuff. So love for the love as per usual. Thanks so much, Muhammad. McAllister's not a DM. We play Endo. Can we play Endo there till January? I'd rather play Matip in there till January. Can we play Endo there till January? Where do you want to finish? 5th? That brother got no pace, no power, can't even tackle like that. Please, please, Kenneth, please, 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 don't ever say this again. Hell no. Hell to the no. I'm not starting him over there. Simple as. I'd rather start Bajcetic DM. I'd rather start McAllister DM. Hell, I'd rather play Gravenberch lone DM than do none of this. Come on, man. Please, 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 you guys. These guys wanted, some people wanted apologies after a second half against Leicester. Big up to my guy, Tampa Lion, for the super chat. He says, I don't want no more experiments. Out and out DMs who reads the game and tackles and gives the ball to the better midfielders. Rest in peace to your friend. First of all, thank you for the message. Second of all, thank you for the super chat. Third of all, thank you for the contents of the super chat, because I completely agree. I don't need any more experiments. Agreed. Out and out DM who reads the game. Agreed. Tackles. Agreed. And gives the ball to the better players. Agreed. Get me a bastard DM. Get me a bastard DM who can tackle. I've always said the most important baseline for Liverpool Football Club is a DM who can tackle. Number 2, best case scenario is pace and power. Second best case scenario is either pace or power. Third scenario is Endo. No pace, no power, can't tackle. That's the difference. So I'm done with these experiments. I'm done with all this huggy, lovey-dovey crap. Get me some real players who can play that position, who have pace and power, or pace only, or power only, who can bully people off the ball, who can tackle. What we need. Thank you. Well, that's what we need. We need some bastard, aggressive guy who can just tackle people. Just give me that ball, bro. Anyway, I'm just going to speak about Liverpool's future now, final segment before we head off. Big up to Tampa Lion, big up to Kenneth, Omar, Faraz, Abu Bakr, DW, and BIG for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel. If you're ready to do so right now, please like, subscribe. Keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. Keep getting involved. Keep letting me know your thoughts. And now, this a player who is not good enough, Nilot Pal, to start ahead of Rico Lewis in Manchester City's biggest ever game. I'm supposed to trust him to come be my starting DM to go beat Manchester City? Bro, come on, Nilot Pal, man. Come on. My lord, man. Nilot Pal, you're so much better. Nilot Pal, you're actually better than this. Like, you've actually let yourself down. You actually let yourself down. Why would I go buy Calvin Phillips from City, who can't start for City, to beat City? Make it make sense. Anyway, so now let me carry on. Headed into the future, as I said, make sure you're liking and subscribing. Big up everyone for the super chats. We'll give you another shout out at the end as well. Before I head to the future, Kenneth, Howler incoming. I get the Matip shout. He seems comfortable on the ball, and Matip can read the game and tackle or play Trent as DM. Gomez is right back, or Bajcetic. You fixed it at the end with Orbacetic, Kenneth. Number 1. Number 2, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, Nilutfal. Number 3, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. If my choice is Matip or Endo, I'm choosing Matip. If my choice is Matip or any other DM on earth, I'm choosing any other DM on earth. That's the honest reality. Matip is not mobile enough, my brother Kenneth. This is the English Premier League. That's why I said, either give me pace or give me power. Is Matip fast? No. Is he powerful? No. No point. He's not fast. He's not powerful. He doesn't have either. Is he good on the ball? Yes, but that alone is not enough of a reason to have someone start DM. Because you know who else is good on the ball? McAllister. And you all first comment, 99% of you made is, McAllister is not a DM. Okay then. So why are we playing not a DM there anyway? So yeah, big up to you, Kenneth, man. So yeah, run the like, subscribe. And now here's the thing now headed forward into the season. Because this Ram fraud thinks I want us to start Simicast. This is what I would do for Everton from now, I'm telling you. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate. I would play Gomez left back. That's where he made his debut. Midfield 3, McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai. Forward 3, Mo, Nunez, and Jota. Jota is not Jogo Bonito like Diaz, but I think Diaz deserves to get dropped now. Jota is not Jogo Bonito like Diaz, but Jota is quick. Jota is quick. Now, Mr. Passion Desire deserves to get dropped now. He's the last bastion of passion and desire. Now we actually have football players who have technical ability and who have improved. I'm putting Gomez on the left. I'm so sorry I'm putting Gomez on the left. And actually, thinking about it now, I'm a genius. Let me tell you why I'm a genius. If Trent inverts, Gomez left back, then you could have a back 3 when you're attacking. And now, if you're talking about the Diaz getting dropped, would I be mad at Diaz starting? Hell no. But you know what I want Klopp to do? As soon as he's back from Colombia, sit him down in your office, Jürgen. Have a conversation with Diaz. Go like, Lewis, next time you're in a dangerous position and you take an extra dribble, I'm taking you off the pitch and I'm slapping the shit out of you. And that's what I want. This is what I want. I want Jürgen Klopp to explain to Luis Diaz, I don't care if you make the wrong decision, but can you just make a decision though? Can you make a decision for the love of God? Make a decision, whether it's correct or wrong or right or left or whatever. Just make a decision. Yakhi, you're in a dangerous position. Why you have a fetish for dribbling? Yakhi, pass, shoot, create. I don't care. You can take a shot and you can sky it. I couldn't care less. But make your decision quick. That's the only thing that pisses me off with Diaz. So I'm going to sit him in a room. I'm going to go like, make your quick decisions. Now, people talking about Gakpo on the left. Once again, this is the English Premier League. Gakpo don't have pace. Gakpo cannot play on the left like that. You need someone who's a lot quicker than Gakpo. Simple as. So, man said Diaz always buffering. Yo, that's a bio. Yo, that's mad. That's mad. Man said Diaz always buffering. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. That's a crazy comment, but it's true. Jota's not quick, but he's quicker than Gakpo. You best believe that. So here's the thing for me. All I'm saying is, when it comes to Liverpool Football Club going forward, I think we need to switch things up a little bit, even just to shake up the players that have let us down kind of from the start of the season. Now, title race has been a conversation over these last 24 hours. My stance on the title race has not changed because my stance on the title race has actually been proven the same. I wouldn't mind Nunez on the left, Jota down the middle. I wouldn't mind that either. But I prefer Nunez down the middle, actually. I think he's doing really well with Mo. I'm going to be so honest with you. Now, people talking about title race. I've been consistent from August. Everyone in the chat can vouch. I've always said we're going to challenge. I've always said we're in a title race. Our problem is squad depth. Lo and behold, what our problem is? Squad depth. And the fact that we don't have a starting DM. Now, title race. We can win the league if we keep it close till January, and by January 1st, we have a DM and a centre-back walk through the door. Screw all this waiting. Screw all this let the lads take time. Screw all this belief and passion and desire and all this shit. Just get a DM and a centre-back January 1st. But by January 1st, keep it close. If we are 4 or 5 points away from City or Arsenal, then we can win the league. But we need to make those decisions. January is going to be 100% important, striker. Very important. Ryan says we ain't in a title race. You need to understand, title race does not mean that, you know, we have to stay there till May. I think we fall off early because of squad depth, because I don't trust FSG to get the signings that we need done this January. Simple as. Big up to Red Line of Tarango says the next 4 league games going into City game are must-win games if we want to win the league, especially the 3 at home and the other being Luton. I'll be honest with you, I've looked at our fixtures. First of all, thank you so much, Red Line of Tarango, for the super chat and for your consistent support. Yourself, Abu Bakr, Ryan, you guys are all elite. Always supported the channel. Hinkapi, I really like. Now, I've looked at Liverpool's fixtures, right? This is our Spurs run right here. Everton at home, must win. Toulouse at home, must win. Forest at home, must win. Bournemouth away, EFL Cup. Listen, I'm not going to say must win, but I expect us to win that. And then Luton away, and then Toulouse, and then Brentford at home, who we watched be crap. And then Man City away, November 25. So essentially, from October 21, from when we come back from the international break, from October 21 till a whole month, we have winnable fixtures. And Liverpool Football Club need to start rising up 3 points. Exactly what my brother just said, Red Line of Taranga. Rise up the 3 points. That's why I'm saying keep it close until January, and in January address it. Now, if we go into that City game 2 points behind City, ahead of City, whatever, it depends what we do at the Etihad, because there is something in football called momentum swing. So that's something that could work. Does the thing keep muting? It could 100% happen across the way. So that's the reality. Anyway, big up Red Lion. Big up to Nilot Pal. Big up to Tampa Lion. Tampa Lion and Red Lion. Damn, 2 lions on the chat. And a lion streaming. Hey. Big up to Kenneth. Big up to Omar, Faraz, Abu Bakr, BIG, DW for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Thank you guys all for your super chats. I'm going to read Kenneth's one as well in a second. Make sure all liking. Make sure all subscribing. We're going to go live again, inshallah, at 11, either with James and Tom or just with Tom. I have no idea. So stay tuned. Stick around, Habibis. Big up to Kenneth, who says, I watched Diaz dribble himself out of the opponent box against Brighton. Gakpo dribbles looking down. He needs to pass and move into the space. I miss R9. Here's my thing, brother. I think, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Guaranteed starters in the team. Must start. Alisson. Konate starting next game. I'm tired of this crap. Konate starts. Trent. Szoboszlai. Salah. 5 guaranteed starters. I would go as far as to say Nunez must start. I'll take it that far. Nunez needs to start. And I'm someone who people think I have a Nunez agenda or whatever. I don't. I think Nunez is a must starter right now. He's a must starter. And speaking of must starter and all that, this is why, Habibis, when I talk to you about the Europa League, it's not about me sitting up here and not wanting to win it or disrespecting the competition or all these buzzwords that people use. That's not the point. All I always say is, when it comes to the Europa League and the Carabao Cup, let us rotate smartly. Yeah, I don't have City squad. I don't have Arsenal squad. Rotate smartly. Play Bendok. Play Harvey. Play all these guys. Simple as. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys back at 11 p.m. inshallah. Love to all of you in the chat. Love you all for your support so far this month and the month before and the month before. You guys are absolutely elite. And see you guys inshallah 11 p.m. Come back. Peace out.